Hey, Void, I got one more in me for tonight, so might as well keep going strong. And we are going strong. The Mummy, 1999 version. I do specify that because I already reviewed the Tom Cruise version. Oh, wow, like a year or so ago, year and a half. And also, for some reason, a lot of people fail to realize that this one is a remake based on the 1930s, 1940s Boris Karloff one. Well, I fucking love this movie. I'm just gonna start right there. The Mummy is pulp camp wonderfulness. It's a fun action adventure thrill ride, and it just doesn't it just goes all out for it, and I really admire that about the film. It's not a perfect film by any means, but usually its flaws only actually improve it, really, just for how campy it is. Everyone's clearly having a lot of fun in making this, and god damn, it's contagious. Alrighty, so this one stars Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell, a member of the French Foreign Legion who gets into a bit of trouble having a good time and being sentenced to hang. In comes Evelyn, played by Rachel Weisz, who's a librarian trying to hit it big into the Egyptian world. She wants to essentially help make a discovery, as well as she's loves Egypt. Her family was she's from a family of explorers, and this is what she's always wanted to be doing. As well as her brother Jonathan, who is a consummate treasure hunter, but he's also he's a gambler, a drunk, and he's got really he's not the brightest bulb in the box. So those three make an unlikely team as Jonathan stole a key off of Rick, revealing it to be a map to Hamunaptra, the lost city of the dead. Well, after getting him, then after trying to get information about where Hamunaptra is, they O'Connell reveals that he's actually been there and is willing to take them there in exchange for getting him out of trouble. And then they go off, find Hamunaptra after a bit of a competition with the local Americans, and end up accidentally releasing a 3,000-year-old mummy with the power of the ancient plagues of Egypt. Who, if he comes to full power and resurrects his former lover, could become unstoppable and plunge the world into darkness. So, high stakes, but the movie never goes down into the actual dark horror aspects of a lot of this. This more plays it as a very bright action film, and it works. And a lot of the humor really lands. It's very solid. The characters play off of each other brilliantly, and Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz have such great chemistry in this that you can buy their budding romance. And all the supporting characters usually blend quite a bit here. I love the Weasley character of Benny, who is just doing all he can just to rip everyone else off and walk away the richest guy possible. But he's just such a Weasley guy. It's amazing. He's played by Kevin J. O'Connor. It's nearly unrecognizable in this film. Oh, I just really can't get enough of this movie. It's one of those movies I can just watch, put it on whatever, and I'm going to be satisfied. I don't get tired of the Mummy. The downside would be, I guess, the CG effects haven't aged particularly well. The scarabs under the skin look cheesy as heck, and the mummy itself moving around isn't the most convincing. But it's not enough to really take you too far out of it. Though there's some things that I wonder why they didn't just do practical effects for, like when one of the adventurers gets his eyes stolen. They CG over his eyes. Why? I mean, it looked very similar to the effects that they did back in Event Horizon for that, but again, why? Also, they seem to really have a thing for having the mummy do this weird jaw distended oh face. And like it does it constantly through the film, and as guards do, it's like if they trying to be scary with a stretchy face thing. I just don't see what the why that is or what the point of that in like mummy lore was going to be. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. But that's just some small nitpicks. I can easily give this one 9 MacGuffins out of 10, which is one of the higher scores I've been giving out on my show here. I don't think I've given out a 10 since I switched over, but this one's a brilliant one. If you haven't seen The Mummy, you owe it to yourself to take a look. It's a fun popcorn movie. It's just you can kick back with a bunch of friends and just have a blast. So I can't recommend The Mummy enough. Definitely check it out. Have a good night.